been about NFL only because I got Madden 17 now, and all I want to tell you guys right now is we have breaking news coming out of New England Patriots NFL team that they advanced to the Super Bowl. So 2018 Super Bowl. Who do you think will be going against Patriots? Who do you think? I don't know. So, yeah.
Going up against Colin Kaepernick. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL.
So yeah, you guys, right now I am going to be letting you guys know that there is a lot of breaking news coming out just of general. Okay, you guys, there's a lot. Really, there's a lot of news coming out, and so yeah, let's see who. I feel like, okay, you guys, the reason the thumbnail is what it is I feel like this is what the Super Bowl is going to be.
They come out here in the eye.
So yeah, you guys, I am kind of just trying to edit my freaking thumbnail at the same time as...
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Partner, I like Carlos Hyde coming out of Ohio State because I like the way that he would run inside.
So
and
yeah,
bodies
guys,
would just scatter when he got through there. A very strong, aggressive runner inside.
Finished just shy of 1,000 with 988. If you're a back, how much does that hurt?
It hurts a lot, and then you want to talk to the official scorer at home and say, you couldn't find 12 more yards for me somewhere?
They run again with Hyde on first. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
When I go to my live streaming tab,
and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
yeah.
Cap gives to the tailback Hyde, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ray Malaluga. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
So you guys, I have a question for you guys. Who do you think is going to the Super Bowl with New England Patriots? Is it going to be Philadelphia Eagles or the Minnesota Vikings? I'm not sure. I really am not sure yet. But
that's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
So yeah, I'm not really too sure what to think about that, but
fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's unable to grab it.
So yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and try getting a first down.
Starters defensively for the 49ers. New coach, new GM, but a couple nice pieces to build around up front. Eric Armstead, DeForest Buckner.
And that continues for them because, remember, they were the same duo in college at the University of Oregon. Now they're teammates in the San Francisco 49ers. I think both have played well in their short time in the league. but they also get help because they have an experienced veteran on the back end of the defense, Antoine Bethea. And I think you can build around him as well. With some younger, quicker guys to go, but Antoine Bethea, he'll lead them with confidence.
Flushed out right, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Second down now after the incompletion. The play fake to Hill. Dalton voids the target, and he has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And here comes play
What's going on?
number 6
So everybody,
this
let me just tell you this right now. Who do you think is advancing to the Super Bowl with the New England Patriots? Because there could be anybody. Trust me, anybody. So, yeah, you guys, by the way, we're online. So if you guys want to subscribe to watch more videos every day, we go 2K18 live all the time. We go on live for we go live on Madden 17, we go live on Call of Duty, and for now, this is my first day back on the live streaming privileges, so I'm just having a lot of fun today with this, and yeah.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Another pick, thank you.
Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Dalton, 1st and 10, sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Jeremy Hill was the one he was trying to hit there, and that'll bring up second down.
What's going on, you guys? Thank you, everybody, for joining. Everybody, by the way, you guys, subscribe to my channel because I will be going live every day from now on. And I just want to tell you, I want to ask, who do you think is advancing to the Super Bowl with the Patriots? Comment down below if you guys are like a huge fan of like either team, and if you want them to advance. So if you want any other team to advance, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, I'll just comment on it and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, we're just having a lot of fun with you guys, you know. I want to have some fun. I'm sure you guys want to have some fun. And yeah, so if you guys have a PlayStation, put your gamer tag down in the comments down below, and I will challenge you guys to play me live on YouTube. If I have enough time for that and stuff like that. So usually I will. So if you guys want to play me on YouTube, or if you guys want to play me for anything, I will always be available on YouTube to go live for you guys and be able to control and like have power of you guys. I'm joking, but no, just to have some fun with my subscribers. Like if you guys are a subscriber, I will give you a huge shout out for sure. Like if you are a fan and you really want like a shout out, I will always give you a shout out. You're more than welcome to ask for a shout out anytime. You never have to ask me like, oh, do you want a shout out? You just have to ask me and then I'll be like, yeah, man, I never say no about a shout out. Now if you're really making me mad, then I will say no. So another touchdown. Yep, nice. You know, this is really fun.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the
everybody,
are able to grow their lead.
subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if you guys want me to help, if you guys want to help me get to 500 subs, please subscribe. That would mean the world to me. That would help me a lot.
Never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
We got 2 people watching. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you guys are watching, and thank you guys
Trying
for
to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And yeah, just become a new part of our family.
Blake Bell, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And
here's the
watching the
headshots for the
videos every
offense,
day,
and
I will
Carlos
get to
Hyde,
know
a
you, and I will
talented
just
back.
go, yo,
Has
what's
taken
up,
over as
John,
the lead
for
runner.
example.
A terrific
Yo,
talent.
what's
Can
up,
batter you
Caden,
inside, but has more speed
whatever
than what you
your name is,
expect
I
to
will
take it the distance.
shout you out.
They go screen pass to Hyde.
So
And
yeah,
get to the
and if you want
29-yard line,
me
brought down there.
or if you want to become like a
to
fan that really is a part of this channel, come to my live streams every day.
Yeah, the second levels we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up.
Stuff like
they
that.
help create big
But anyway,
plays.
guys, I just want to let you guys know that I am doing a giveaway.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right
once
side.
I get to 750 subscribers. So
And incomplete.
if you guys want to help me with that in any way,
He was looking there for Bruce Ellington, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
So
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes
I'm just
that
being
leads to
honest. I don't
drops.
know if you want to go for it, because if you go for it and you miss it, yep.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
This guy's seriously about to go for it right now.
They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. And
Yeah!
they he throws as this one's gonna
Don't
go
quit,
straight
because you're on YouTube, dude.
incomplete.
If you quit, you're on YouTube
Ready
quitting.
to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly
With gamer tags on YouTube, I have 500 subs almost.
To make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments.
Yes!
Have great
Yes!
confidence having scored
Yes!
the last time out.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it with Hill. And he was able to shed the tackle.
what?
The reserves come in for the stop. For Jeremy Hill, in the season in the rearview mirror, finished just below 1,000 yards. I think 18th in the league in rushing. And what his 2
Everybody like the video.
Came against Cleveland, I believe.
Yeah, if he could play Cleveland each and every week, he
Like
would
the
have been
video.
well over
Come on, guys.
1,000
Get us some
yards.
likes.
So, the thing about Jeremy Hill in the Cincinnati Bengals offense, you think of them as a run-first team. So to me, his 889 yards, disappointing, because I would have thought that that would be a higher number and an increased production from him. He's looking to do that in 2017.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon LaFell, his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the right hash,
Oh my God.
a bit of a tight angle.
Dude, I was looking away, looking at my live streaming screen.
Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys did not play offense.
So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Seven yards remain now on third down. They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. And that's caught by Smith. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chain.
One of the feature points of the end run is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, three that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all three could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams. If they get the young quarterback going and that defense continues to live up to expectations, they could make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. Here's Kaepernick, and he finds McDonald. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Again, it's Hyde. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now this is DeJuan Harris. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Bengals will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Kaepernick to throw for it on 4th. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Well, do you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's go.
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they have been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
Kaepernick going to throw. It's caught. Patton. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught. Second down following the incompletion. Off the play fake to Hyde. Here's Kaepernick. And McDonald here over the middle. And he gets it all the way way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Carlos Hyde, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are back within a score. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after.
Every time you hurt me, then let's feel like I.
And that'll make it 13-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They go back to the air here after the INT. A little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. LA a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to LA. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition that still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium essentially for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Geno Atkins in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And 4th down coming up. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Jones on the return. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final act of the first half. Dalton is going to let this thing go deep for LaFell. And that is caught. He's got it for the Bengals.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys. You guys.
Expires in the first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Did I just see all of that happen? Did I just see the pass, the catch in the end zone for a touchdown, the clock go to zeros? All we've got now is the PAT left before we end a really good half.
Yeah, that's something to take into the lockers. Little momentum to build on for sure.
And what I want...
And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, it's Alex Erickson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they hit. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The third quarter begins with a run by Hyde. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Carlos Hyde, his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. He just bumped up his personal stats with a second score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think I just appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
Well, you are.
Thanks. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in. Because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. To throw, it's Kaepernick. The open man is Smith. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike." Some of the most unselfish players on any football team. defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run high. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They try again with Hyde. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Carlos Hyde taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. Extra point try now for Dawson. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. A dump off now to Hill. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Here's Kevin Huber now.
as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. First down, a run with Hyde. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at